What's up, guys? It's your boy Darkskin, and today we're going to be talking about what you should be doing at AR40 as a whole. Now, I made that video the other day about beating the AR40 struggle, and a lot of people really enjoyed that video, so I decided to make a video just going over everything, because it seems like a lot of you guys are just now hitting AR40, or you're going to be hitting it in a day or two, or you just hit it, a couple days ago. So for all of those people that are in that AR40 plus range, or maybe a little bit below it, this video is for you guys. So starting out, let's say you did a couple quests or whatever the case may be. You just hit AR40, like literally you just hit AR40, right? The first thing you want to do, obviously, is go to Catherine, get your rewards, right? Cool, got you. So now after that, what you want to do is you want to go to your characters. You want to go to your characters. You want to look at your main team, right? Now, if your main team is going to be the first thing you're working on as far as AR40. At AR40, you can get your characters to level 80, and you can get your weapons to level 80. You can also get your Ascension level up to 6+. You might be able to get yours at 6 at level 70. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is whenever you want to make sure they're at 6. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to check your main team, because at this point you should have like a main team, like your 4 best units. You want to go ahead and go to your Ascension, see if they're, see if they're, well, if they're level 80, you're fine. But if they're not, you want to make sure you're grinding them and getting what you need to get them to level 80. That's going to go for your main team, which will be your front 4. Right now, after that, you also want to go to your weapons. Now, before you say, "Oh, well, I've already done this." Listen, as far as weapons, you do not have to get them to level 80. You can keep your weapons at level 70 for your main team, because at that point, it's going to cost a lot of resources and everything like that. And it's better to get your character to 80 and use Mora on that, and then get your talents up, than to get your weapons to 80 and use all your gold on that. Okay, so for your weapons, you do not have to get them to 80. As you can see, I have my weapon 80 on Beto. Beto's my main character. She's my main DPS and my favorite character, all of that. If you look at Mona, I don't have Mona's weapon 80. I can get it to 80, but I'm keeping it at 70 because she doesn't need it. The same thing with Chi-Chi. I have Chi-Chi's weapon level 70 because I don't need to get it to 80. You do not need to get your character's weapons to 80. Right? Now, obviously, if you're trying to maximize damage and everything else, you can, but you do not have to, because let's be like, it's not going to make that big of a difference. The only weapons I have 80 on my account are Beto, her Wolf's Gravestone, the Battle Pass Claymore, and then Stringless. Those are the only weapons I have at 80, and that's because Venti is a very staple unit on my account for damage, and everything like that. And Beto is obviously a staple on my account as well. Even Kaching, who is my second damage dealer in Abyss, has a level 70 weapon. So you do not have to do that. So now that you've checked if you need to get your main team to 80 or whatever, you checked your weapons as well, then, right, because obviously that's going to take a while because you have to farm stuff. But after that, you also want to look at your talents, right? Now, I have level 7 right here. This is +3 from the constellation, but this is a level 7 one as well, and then this is level 6. Once you are AR40, you want to start getting, or make sure that your characters have at least level 6 talents. After level 6, it's iffy whether you get the drop from the world bosses, because if you guys don't know, you have to get a special drop from the weekly bosses, not world bosses. So like from Wolf and Dragon, you have to get like a special drop. So you want to make sure your characters are right here. As you can see, all of hers are level 6. You look at Chi-Chi, all hers are level 6. You look at Kaching, all hers are level 6. Now you look at Venti, he has one that's level 8. But like I said, you want to start making sure your characters all have level 6 talents. Okay, now after that, so let's say you get your entire team level 80, right? Let's say you get your entire team with level 70 plus weapons. Let's say you get your team all level 6 talents, your main team, right? I'm talking about your core 4. After you do all of that, now this is wherever opinions will differ. A lot of people are going to say that you should wait till 45. A lot of people are going to say you shouldn't. I personally say after you have, maxed out your team, start farming artifacts. Now, Obviously, if you don't want to farm artifacts till 45, cool, be my guest. But my reason for saying start farming artifacts is that you're not going to have anything else to do after you've maxed your team. Unless you plan on maxing another unit. Like, if you plan on maxing other units, cool, go do that. But if you don't plan on maxing other units, right? You only got 4 units on your team. Those are who you're using. At this point, with your resin, you should start farming artifacts. And the reason why I say that is because, number one, you are now at a point where you are able to get 5-star artifacts. Even if it's not guaranteed, it's like a 35% chance, so it's like 1 out of 3 or something like that, you are able to start getting 5-star artifacts. And even the 4-star artifacts are good. Like, for some reason, people think 4-star artifacts are, like, not usable. They are. I use 4-star artifacts on multiple characters. They're perfectly fine. But, like I said, after you've maxed your characters, you want to start farming 4-star artifacts. Now, or 4 and 5-star artifacts in general. Now, the thing about this is, you got to make sure you're being smart. And the reason, what I mean by that is, if we go to domains and then go to artifacts, as you guys know, my main character is Beto, right? The first domain or first artifacts that I farmed was not Beto's artifacts. It was actually, where is it? Venti's artifacts. And the reason why is because I have multiple characters that can use these artifacts. This is whenever you're going to start deferring depending on what you need. As you can see, Viridescent set drops here. Also, Maiden set drops here. Then you got this, which doesn't matter. And then that's it. So, if we look at my characters, Venti can use Viridescent set. Chi-Chi can use Maiden set. That's 2 characters that are on my main team. Now, after that, you want to look at your backup characters. Let's go look. Okay, Sucrose. Sucrose can use Viridescent set. I'm already starting to get her some Viridescent. Sucrose can use Viridescent set. That's going to be really good. Barbara. Barbara can use Maiden set. That's going to be really good. Okay, is there anybody else that can use Viridescent set? No? Alright. Is there anybody else that can use Maiden set? Well, I could put Maiden set on Noelle if I wanted to with triple defense. I could also put Maiden set on Xing Su if I wanted to. I could also put Maiden set on Bennett if I wanted to. Now, I didn't, but you could. So, I'm going to get a lot more value out of farming that domain specifically compared to farming, you know, the Lightning domain. Because the Lightning domain, I don't use Razor, I don't use Lisa, I don't use Fischl. So the only 2 characters I use would be Kaching and Beto, which Kaching's not my top priority. And whenever I'm farming Beto's artifacts, I'll be farming hers anyway. So that's, you know, that's secondary. I'll put Nobly set on Bennett and Mona, right? So now farming the Nobly set is going to be good because I'm farming that for 2 characters. I'm also putting physical damage on another character. So you want to make sure whenever you're farming your artifacts that you are farming what's going to be best for your team and not just best for your character. I didn't always have Kaching, right? So if I was farming, you know, artifacts for Beto without Kaching, it wouldn't make sense because I'm only farming it for 1 character. So make sure you guys start farming, whenever you do, if you want to, start farming artifacts for the majority of your team or units opposed to just 1. But that's pretty much all you're doing at AR40. Number 1, you're going to be maxing your characters to 80. Number 2, you're going to be maxing your weapons to 70 plus if you have not done so already. Number 3, you're going to be maxing all of your talents to at least level 6. After that, you can farm artifacts if you want to. If you don't want to farm artifacts, then, I mean, do what you want. Sky's the limit. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.